This is the Royals Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Kansas City Royals. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome into the Royals Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I'm your host, Chance Liebau, and I'm here to bring you reaction to every single Royals game the rest of the way. You can follow me on Twitter at Chance Liebau. That's at ChanceLieBau. If you can't make a show live, don't worry. These episodes will be uploaded for you to listen to on demand wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for making the Locked On Royals podcast or Royals Postcast your first listen of the day. Before we get started, remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on our notifications so that you get an alert whenever we go live. Thanks for joining the show, and feel free to join the live chat and let me know your thoughts on tonight's game, and I'll do my best to respond to some comments. Obviously, we're in a great mood tonight. The Royals pick up a big series opening win against the White Sox, 3-1 win against a team that they needed to get out to a good start against. They did not have the finish to the series they wanted, obviously, in Washington or against Washington. And what we saw tonight was a Royals team that was focused. They were locked in. They did not make silly mistakes on the bases, on the mound, at the plate. And while they didn't have the outpouring of offense that we expected them to have or we wanted them to have, Aaron Civale's a good arm. He's a good pitcher. And the Royals didn't do a whole lot against him. They had to do just enough, but give credit where credit's due. Noah Cameron was spectacular tonight. And for that reason, he is the headliner of what you'll be talking about.
This is what you'll be talking about.
I feel like Noah Cameron is obviously going to be what we're going to be talking about because he continues to put himself at the forefront of the American League Rookie of the Year race. What we've seen from him this season, while the expected numbers are really not great, he's performed well above his expected numbers. He's performed much better than we could have expected him to come into this season. The fastball had some pop tonight. I mean, if you look at the Savant page, his fastball was actually pretty good, or not pretty good, but his fastball was good tonight. His fastball maxed out at 95. That's up from his year average in terms of his average velocity tonight. He was up across the board. Fastball and cutter were both up. He was amped up tonight for him to get to the point where he was, he needed to have an outing like tonight. The Royals desperately needed to have an outing like tonight because, rain, sleet, snow, or shine, they have not gotten a lot out of Seth Lugo. There's been ups and downs for him this season, especially at the beginning of the season and since the trade deadline. Seth Lugo's not been spectacular. But rain, sleet, snow, or shine, Noah Cameron has been spectacular. I mean, he had one bad start against the Yankees. I think that was his worst start of the season, and even that was almost a quality start if he were able to go a little bit longer. He has been really good this season. Raising Royals, the Royals minor league affiliate Twitter account, they posted something on Twitter. Since 2000, minimum 17 starts. He's got the third best ERA through 17 starts in a rookie season, behind Jose Fernandez, who, for those of you who are too young to remember, Jose Fernandez was one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher, immediately when he broke into the league in the National League, and obviously a tragic story there. And Paul Skeens, who had the single best rookie season from a rookie, in my opinion, in a long time as a pitcher. And so you have that in Noah Cameron. And I think there's going to be some room for regression, obviously, with Noah Cameron, because the expected numbers are not great. He doesn't overpower you at the fastball. He does not throw a ton of strikes tonight. He was in the zone just 47% of the time, so not spectacular, but he was able to get guys out. He had a lot of hard contact tonight. He gave up 8 hard hit balls through his 5 2/3 innings. Not a path to victory. It's the beaten path. Not very many guys have taken that path to victory, but Noah Cameron has this season. He's been shelled a couple of times, but he's gotten productive outs. He worked around a ton on Saturday against the Twins and was able to piece together a really good outing tonight. Allowed 6 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, outs on balls in play. That's a big thing that not a lot of pitchers can do. And the other thing that I wanted to get to here in this early segment, Obed bringing it up. Why didn't they get the base blocking called? I did not have the sound on, so I wasn't hearing the Hudler and Lefevre explanation. But from what I was seeing, it looked a lot like Isbell was just dead to rights out. He was just out. He was beat. The ball beat him there. I think Matt Quatraro has argued that call more than I think any other manager in baseball this year because, number one, the Royals are aggressive on the bases, and number two, the Royals have gotten out on those a lot more often than not. I think when they implemented the rule, it was more of a point of emphasis, not really a rule change, a rule modification. I understand both sides of the argument. You got to give to quote Terry Collins. You got to give our guys a shot. They didn't get a shot at the bag. Kyle Isbell had the bag blocked, but at the same time, Kyle Isbell was out by 3 steps. And so, while you call that once, you might have a bit of a change, but I just don't see that being. I was surprised that's how hard Matt Quatraro argued for it, compared to the argument in Boston when Nick Lofton was hosed at the plate out by forever, and obviously the catcher was in the baseline. I think Matt Quatraro obviously picks his battles. I'm happy that Matt Quatraro finally got his word in because obviously he's pretty reserved, and to some Royals fans' dismay, he's very reserved. But I thought he had every right to go out there. I didn't think it was a reason to get tossed, but if that's going to fire up the team, then by God, do it. I really don't hate to see that happening, but man, I love to see what the Royals did tonight at the plate, especially against Savale. They worked some good ABs. His pitch count was up. I thought that the bottom of the order did just enough. We saw Salvi get back on track, and that is going to be what we talk about next. Salvador Perez with a really, really good game tonight. I was not a big fan of Salvi early in this month since they traded Freddie Fermin, and I have kind of come back on the opinion, and we'll talk about that next when we come back on the Royals Postcast. It's time to fuel up and turn it up with 5-Hour Energy Transfusion. This grape, ginger, and lime flavored shot brings the iconic taste of a golf course favorite to a non-alcoholic boost. Perfect for sinking birdies or making great memories with friends. It's a hole-in-one for your energy game. Whether you're out on the course or just need a little extra push to power through your day, 5-Hour Energy Transfusion delivers the clubhouse flavor you love without ever leaving the green. Golf is all about good times with good people and good flavors. The great ginger lime flavor of 5-Hour Energy Transfusion gives you the best parts of your clubhouse go-to without leaving the course or chasing down the bev cart. Now you can amp up the fun even more. Just buy, snap, and enter for a chance to win a dream golf trip for 2 to any golf tournament in the USA. Tee up that trip. Visit 5hewin.com for full rules and entry. No purchase necessary, excludes the Masters tournament, and ends October 31st, 2025. Today's episode is also brought to you by Monarch Money. Most people can't name all their financial accounts or even what they're worth, whether it's 401k, properties, or investments. And when you don't have the full picture, you can end up leaving money on the table. That's why there is Monarch Money. It's an all-in-one personal finance tool that brings your entire financial life together in one clean, easy-to-use interface on your laptop or your phone. Monarch does the heavy lifting for you. You can link all your accounts in minutes, see clear data visuals, get smart categorization of your spending, and finally feel in control of your money without ever touching a spreadsheet. Monarch makes it simple to review my finances with my partner. We can both see budgets, goals, and spending activity in one place. Don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with code LOCKEDONMLB. 2 days ago in the show, I was I had a lot of pushback on Salvi. I did not think he was playing very well. He was hitting 108 in the last 7, well under 150 in the last 14. But tonight was a big turnaround. is helpful in the fact that he had an off day yesterday and had a half day practically on Wednesday. So he had that going for him in a big way because he needed the rest. We have not seen Luke Maile a whole ton since the trade deadline. Obviously, Freddie Fermin was an integral part of this Royals team and the fabric that makes this team really click. But of course, you see him. You see Freddie go, and Luke Maile does not play as much. Salvy's playing more 3-game series behind the dish, and was a big reason why I thought that he took a big step back at the plate because he was behind the plate a lot more. And so I just have a lot of concern with the way Salvy, his workload is. It's been very concerning that his workload has been as high as it is this late in the season. When you see some of the guys, the wheels falling off, especially at his age, he's well into his mid-30s. He needs to get more days off. I think today's game proved that. A double and a homer today. He needs more time to rest, whether that's giving him a day off as a DH or giving him a day off at first base. He's got to get more time off because he just cannot, at this age, at this level that his body is at, he just can't catch every day. That's not who he is going to be. But I do think that today's result definitely leads Matt Cottrell, the research and development team, the general manager. There's a lot of people that go into creating a lineup. And I think that they will obviously approach this very carefully heading into the final, quarter of the season. It's crazy to think we're already a quarter through the season, but obviously Royals win tonight. Let's get to some comments because we appreciate you guys being here on a Friday night, obviously a late night. Okay. Shane saying Q looked goofy arguing with the umps. Man, I think that anybody would look goofy arguing about that kind of call. I mean, obviously not balls and strikes, but and Q is out of his element when he does that. But love to see the energy out of him. And I think that's what a lot of people are believing in the Royals fan base. Bill saying Frazier is swinging that thing. He really is. Adam Frazier has been one of the most valuable pieces of this Royals team since he got acquired. Somebody said in the chat a little bit later, just a truly professional hitter. I mean, he's just a guy that is going to go up there. You know what you're going to get out of him. And I think that's what makes him so great is you know exactly what you're going to get out of Adam Frazier and why I was so okay with the Cam Devaney trade. Cam Devaney's a 28-year-old non-prospect that is hitting like 225 in the Pirates AAA system. Could he become a viable major league player? Could he become a positive WAR player? Absolutely. Did the Royals have the leg room, the opportunity to let that be a question? Absolutely not. They had taken their chances with guys like Drew Waters, like Jack Caglione, like those other guys who were great in AAA, and then they sucked at the big league level. You didn't have the opportunity to do that with Cam Devaney. You needed a sure thing, and Adam Frazier has been that and even more. All right, let's get to some more questions. Bill saying that the Guardians and Texas lost. Yeah, the Royals gained some ground today. That's a great thing. They've got to start leapfrogging some teams. They officially leapfrogged the Rangers today, which is big news because they just need to just start peeling wins off, peeling positions in the wild card off. Let's keep looking. Curtis saying, haven't seen Q get so mad since last year's day game against the Yankees for the same reason. Yeah, that seems to be a pet peeve of Q's. Seems to be. Drew bringing up that Bobby's double play was huge. Yeah, it absolutely was. John Schreiber coming in that spot, didn't love it. I would have much rather seen Lucas Ursig come into that spot, but give him credit. And obviously having a Gold Glove shortstop, you have a guy out there in Bobby Witt Jr. That's the value that Bobby brings to the table. He goes 2 for 4 tonight, but also when he goes 0 for 4, he is an elite defender at the shortstop position. So that was honestly the key point in the entire game was getting that double play. From that point on, it felt like the Royals were going to win. Parker says, let's see the dog. The dog is out playing with his friend right now. So he is not going to be a participant in tonight's show. DJ saying that the rule has not been enforced at all. Kyle was out by a mile, but we have seen these over and over again, countless times where the rule hasn't been enforced on a close play. It's just it's a judgment call. It's like pass interference. Some crews are going to call it, some crews aren't, and it's give and take. I don't love the rule. I don't love how it's enforced, but at the same time, it's whatever. Let's keep going. Who's pitching tomorrow? Berger? No, it's Lorenzen tomorrow, and Berger will go Sunday. So should very well be a very well attended game tomorrow with a night game Saturday night. Great weather. Michael Lorenzen on the hill. Let's keep looking at some. Puppy not with us. I mean, he's alive. He's just in the other room right now. Ross saying love to see Q like that a little bit more often. I think that's what makes Q so special. It's like the boy who cried wolf. You can't be a guy that just mother trucks at every single umpire in the entire league. Then there's just going to be no respect. Everybody loves it when it's on their highlight reel, when it's on their Twitter page. But I like Q being the reserved tactician that he is. That's just me personally. I think he leads very well. But obviously some other people want to see some different things. If you do that once a month, I'm happy with it. Once a week is a little much. Obviously don't need to be getting fined or anything, but definitely good to see him get a little ants in his pants tonight. Bill asking if they're going to call up a catcher. I doubt it. They don't have one on the 40 other than Maley and Salvi. Jack apparently hit a homer in AAA tonight, according to Gary. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him at some point against Texas, a team that he homered against last time. Let's continue to get through these before we get out of here tonight. Kyle Hayes or Luka Tresh, I wouldn't bother bringing either of them up. There's no reason to carry three catchers on the roster. Dean asking if I like Frazier against lefties. I like Frazier in the lineup, period. The splits for Nick Lofton aren't enough to justify him being in there against lefties all the time. He also asked, is Drew Waters hurt? He might as well be. He just stinks. I'm not a huge Drew Waters fan. I don't think he's very good. Some other people commenting how Cameron isn't mentioned for more rookie of the year top three is beyond me. He's done more than Roman Anthony. But also Boston is a big market, and both the Oakland/Sacramento guys have been absolutely scorching hot. Chris asking if Gavin Cross will ever be called up, maybe to the Kansas City Monarchs. He just is so banged up and has not progressed at all. He's going on year 3 in AA. I don't think he's ever going to be an answer at the major league level. Let's see. Looks like Chris asking if I'm watching the Padres-Dodgers series this weekend. I mean, this is going to sound bad. I really don't watch very much other baseball than the Royals. I did a lot before, but now that I've got to be just wholly focused in on the Royals, I really don't follow. I follow it, but I'm not like watching it. I usually try and keep my 100% focus on the Royals for what I can. But I appreciate you guys for being here with us tonight. We'll be back tomorrow around the same time, probably 9 o'clock-ish, as the Royals have a 6:10 first pitch against the White Sox. We will be back for another edition of the Royals Postcast tomorrow night. Feel free to join us. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you get an alert whenever we go live. We'll see you tomorrow for another edition of the Royals Postcast.